Welcome. Today you'll try to solve riddles that will only be cracked by the smartest of you. So let's start. You're walking in the savannah when you suddenly feel a severe pain in your leg. A poisonous snake has bitten you. What will you do in this situation? Option 1. Suck out the poison as soon as possible. Option 2. Calm down and try not to move your foot. Option 3. Tie a tourniquet around your leg. In order to survive, you must decide fast. Sucking out the poison is a bad idea, and it's also very risky. You must be sure that you have no wounds in your mouth and that you don't swallow the poison. Tourniquets are effective for bleeding, but a snake bite's poison will build up in the limb, which can lead to amputation. If you decide to calm down and not move your leg, then you can escape death because the poison will spread slower. Now you can try to call someone for help. Find the correct shadow. Former sailor Mr. Curtis placed an ad in the newspaper. For a small fee, I will send a reliable cure for seasickness. He was soon arrested, although he hadn't deceived anyone. What did he send? Write what you think he sent in the comments section. Find out the answer in the next video. Find what's missing. Somebody tried to poison a famous banker. The would-be murderer had poisoned his dinner. Fortunately, the victim survived and called the police. The banker's wife, his housekeeper, and cook fell under suspicion. Each of them stated that they had had nothing to do with the crime. While searching the house, the police found a jar containing poison and a glove with traces of poison on it. After examining the evidence, they understood who had attempted the murder. How did they work this out? If you study the evidence carefully, you will understand that the person who poisoned the banker was left-handed, since the glove with traces of poison is for a left hand. The only left-handed suspect is the housekeeper, as she holds the cleaning brush in her left hand. Did you guess who the killer is? Write in the comments below. Find the person in the group of people. Four prisoners were sentenced to death. They wore 2 white hats and 2 black ones. The condemned men didn't know what color the hats were. They were lined up one after another in such a way that prisoner number 1 could see prisoners number 2 and 3. Prisoner number 2 could see prisoner number 3. Prisoners number 3 and 4 could not see anyone. The judge granted freedom to any prisoner who named the color of his hat. Who named the color of his hat first? Prisoner number 2 was the first to do it. The third and fourth prisoners were silent because they could not see anything. The first prisoner was silent because he saw hats of different colors in front of him, those of the second and third prisoner. Accordingly, he had either a white or black hat. The second prisoner, realizing that the first was silent, concluded that his hat wasn't the same color as the third. Namely, it was white. Find 2 identical pictures. A famous chemist was found murdered in his laboratory. No evidence was found in the room except for the periodic table with circled chemical elements. The detective found out that on the day of the chemist's death, 3 people came to the scientist's laboratory: his wife, Elizabeth, his nephew, Nicholas, and his friend, Harry. The detective immediately arrested the murderer. How did he know who it was? The clue hung on the wall. Several chemical elements were circled in the periodic table. If you combine them, you get the name Nicholas. The detective is subscribed to our channel, so he solved the riddle easily. Are you subscribed? Find 2 identical pictures. Alex really wants to get to an exclusive private party. However, to get through security, he needs to know the secret password. He decided to eavesdrop on those who went in before him. To the first guest, the guard said 1, and the response was 3. To the second guest, the guard said 6, and the response was 3. To the third guest, the guard said 10, and the response was again 3. Alex thought he understood everything. He approached the guard, who said 5. However, when Alex answered 3, the guard didn't let him in. Why is that? Which answer was correct? Alex didn't pay attention to the numbers of letters in the numbers called. The numbers 1, 6, and 10 have 3 letters, and the number 5 has 4. Therefore, Alex had to say 4. Find items. Did you manage to solve all the puzzles? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Remember the riddle from the previous video in which the detective figured out so quickly who killed the poor woman? The answer is the postman was the only man. Like if you had the answer. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified. Challenge your friends by sharing this video with them.